welcome to Scripts and Giggles with Shoshana
and Marnie.
Oh my god, it's been a hot second.
This is such a long time.
Same. And
we're 42 now.
Yeah, a whole decade has passed.
We've become 42
over the course of a summer. And if you have not heard of us, and if you're just listening for the first time, we are a podcast where we talk about TV and we giggle.
I hate that.
Every time I introduce it, the last time you also hated it.
I didn't like that.
Okay,
we're a podcast. We're a couple of podcasters who work in the fashion industry.
What the hell are you guys doing to talk about TV then?
No, we work in the TV industry and we like to talk about shows that we're watching.
Yeah.
And we like to talk about popular culture.
Yeah.
And we like to laugh.
Hence giggle.
I don't like giggle though. That feels so
That's
like
in our name.
kiddie.
That's part of our identity.
I mean, it's a good title. It's just like, it's not good for life. Like, imagine if you met a guy and he was like, I just love a giggle.
I love that. You love to laugh.
What?
That makes me, you must be cheerful and you must have a good smile.
Yeah, I would like if someone said I love your laugh, that's one thing. But if they said like,
I like to go a little
I
giggle.
love a little giggle. I feel like
It's a giggle.
There's too many G's in giggle.
Yeah.
Giggle.
No, but also as you said that, you kind of did a little shimmy, shimmy, shake. So this doesn't really go.
A little giggle. Sounds like you're talking to a baby.
Yeah, I think either way, we do love a giggle and we do love to talk about scripts.
Yes.
Yeah. That's simple.
That's it. That's the show.
That's the show.
This week's slightly different.
Yeah.
We're doing a culture catch up because we missed you guys so much.
Yeah, we had a whole summer of rest
and relaxation.
Kind of.
Food, sun, music, boys.
Question mark, yeah. But yeah, culture was definitely there. Flights, holidays.
Rent.
Oh yeah, right. To me it was hotels.
Money.
Pools.
Drinks.
Sun.
Socks.
Fried food.
Sure.
Noodles.
Shaved legs.
A lot of rice.
And clouds.
Malls. Whatever we're talking about two different places we were in.
Slippers.
Yeah. Flip-flops,
sandals,
yeah. Swimwear.
Bikinis.
Shorts.
Wigs.
Braids.
Haircuts.
That was good. That was okay.
I got trim.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I cut.
Did you? Oh, you cut yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
nice.
much of my hair off.
That for the recording.
And about 2 inches.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot.
Here's the thing. I get so trigger happy with scissors.
That's a really bad thing.
I was like, let's go.
Did you straighten your hair before you did it, or just?
I blow dried it.
Okay, so
I didn't do it super straight.
Yeah.
And I wonder if I should have, but then I was also like, I don't even wear my hair straight.
No, but it's only to get.
Yes, exactly.
Even,
so that's why I did that. Because last time I did not do that.
Yeah.
Last time I was just.
Just Bart Simpson away. The last time
I was out here looking like Lisa Simpson.
Yeah. Oh yes, Lisa. The last time I did cut my hair was by accident. It was when I was trying to cut out a weave, and I was trying to take out the weave myself. Again, this is when being self-reliant became a bit more of a toxic trait.
Self-destruct.
Yeah, exactly. Because my hair was really feeling. I was just cutting, thinking, I'm hitting the thread now. Cut. Hitting the thread now. Cut. And the cut was something a bit. You know when you're cutting hair versus cutting threads.
Feel it.
You can hear it. Like
yeah.
you hear. It sounds like you're cutting hair. So yeah, that was the last time. But
I saw a TikTok the other day where this girl was taking out faux locks, and she literally
just cut it off.
One of the locks just came off with her hair.
Oh my gosh!
It was watching the video stressed me out so much. I was like, I don't understand how people get this hairstyle if it's ripping out your hair from the root.
I'm not lying, because the hair that I was definitely contemplating, like, oh, what's my next hairstyle to do?
They look nice.
They look so cute, but
I think get short. If you get long ones, you're asking for trouble. But maybe if you get little shoulder length.
I think it's just the tension at the root is the problem. So I know that it will just play havoc.
Or if you get crochet faux locks.
Crochet's not that great for my hair either.
Yeah, I have a question because I've been watching the girl who's doing crochets. I'm like, you're just tying hair in knots around your hair.
I'll be honest.
How is this better than if you just braided it?
Yeah, it's easier to install sometimes, but and it allows you to have like more flowy hair. Like it's a bit more flexible than doing braids, because braids regardless of whatever style you do, braids will always look like braids. Whereas crochet, you can like mix it around. Like my friend's wedding, I had crochet, but the problem is, it's just if you tie that knot too tight and you try to undo it and you just turn it the wrong way, you could be there for a while trying to unpick it.
It's part of me now.
You're cutting, or you're cutting your hair.
It's part of me now.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That feels too permanent for me. One thing I get about braids is I know if I undo this braid, it's out.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not
That's true.
unless you do like pick and drop where you've knotted it at the end, and now it's like, how am I actually going to do this off? Like you're pretty good. I don't know. I'm not a braids person really, but like if I was, I would just be braids. I'm not doing all the complicated stuff.
Yeah.
Like even those like mermaid braids or the angel braids where there's like
the little hair comes out. My sister has it. It looks so cute.
I feel like it looks good when you first get it.
Yeah. When I say.
That hair's gonna look. That one strand's gonna look ratty real quick.
The way she's like, I have to put mousse on my hair every single day to maintain it. Because one missed day, it's looking raggedy.
It's clumping. You've got a red now.
Yeah, I can't do it. And you see the before and after. But it's like, I just got my boohoo braids done, my boho braids done.
Not boohoo. They're £5 on boohoo.
Next day delivery. And then the next day, like basically, the next week is like matted.
Yeah, it's raggedy.
Yeah. No, I'm a braids girl, but even when I tried to do like twists, I noticed how my hair was impacted afterwards. It was like felt weaker, and I was just like, yeah.
I twist my natural hair every week. I didn't this week. I did K-Rings for the first time in a long time because I had blow dried it, so it was like straighter.
Yeah.
Even then, it was like, I'm starting to not. It's like you've been out for 2 days. You've been out for 2 days. I just think that I just don't think I have the hair to have out. Like it's just too curly. I feel like you leave it alone and it's trying to like curl up.
Yeah.
And I don't. I also feel like those girls who do like, wow, I did wash and go today, have so much product in their hair.
So true.
If I put that much product in my hair, I'm going to have to wash my hair again.
Yeah. I've only done wash and go once, and literally it was like on a Sunday. I went to church. Everyone was like, "Oh, that looks really cute." And then it got crunchy.
That's the crunch.
Crunchy.
I hate that crunch.
Actually, no, I did it twice. When I was in Amsterdam, I went crunchy. And then when I was trying to style it, it was a hot mess. And it was so naughty. And I was like, let me wash it. And the wash day was a painful as well. Because it's so naughty. Knots were there.
It's not worth
it. It's so cute the first day when you're like, I've always wanted to try this, like, you know, nothing in my hair apart from my head and my scalp. That's all I want. And then it looks really nice, but it's wet. It's short, which I love, and then the crunch begins, and that's when it gets.
You see people's wash and go routines, and it's like wash my hair, then I get gel and finger twist every.
That's not wash and go.
I'm not doing that.
Wash and go
is use diffuser.
Many
steps. I'm not doing that.
Wash and go is literally I wash my hair and I leave because when I finally deep condition it and wash it out, it looks so amazing. Like that texture. The length, it just feels so good. And then after that, I'm like, okay, now I have to put it in plaits, and now I have to let it, air dry, and then now I have to blow it out, and now
I love how springy my hair is when it's wet, but it's also wet.
Yeah,
and I don't quite like having wet hair.
Yeah, but then it dries a little bit, and it still gives you a bit like.
No, as soon as my hair starts drying, cringe. I hate the cringe crunch. Honestly, I'm sure it's not even that cringe crunchy, but if I just hit any cringe.
Done.
I'm like, no, I'm going to put this in a twist.
Be done.
Yeah, put my hat on and mind my own business.
I had to wash my hair, for the first time since my holiday, over the weekend. And I was like, okay, about time. But the hair lasted for most of my trip, which I was very happy about. Actually, it lasted for a long time, which was good.
That's good.
And that was a benefit of coming back. Like, at least my hair would look decent. The only thing that wasn't a benefit when I came back from holiday was coming back to work.
Boo.
And no, work was fine to come back to because I was like, okay, it's back to life, back to reality. But then realizing that all the work that I had prepped while I was away on holiday, nothing had really progressed the way that I personally would have wanted it to progress over the time I was away. And I was away for 3 weeks, so I was expecting life to really be moving the way I prepped for it.
For a week, and there was only one task that I was like, this is sure to be done because it's not even a task for me anymore. And why have I come back from my holiday and I'm like, so where are we at? Yeah, no, the script didn't go.
Huh?
I saw an email from Tuesday talking about script. So the email from Tuesday, nothing happened
Oh,
until apparently Friday.
Yeah.
And now today, I'm tired.
No, that would be that's exactly that alone would be like, you know what? I haven't finished my holiday. I'm going to go and resume my holiday.
Because before I left, they were like, yeah, when the script comes in, you'll proofread it. I said, I'm not going to be here.
They were waiting for you.
They
were waiting for you.
I really do believe that in my heart. So they were like, we'll just wait. We just won't do it.
I was talking to my mum about this, and she was like, oh, you know, because they trust that, you know, when you come back, they want you to pick it up.
Trust someone else.
Yeah. Like, they believe you are the one that's going to continue the project. I'm like, no, but I planned and I prepped and I briefed everything to be done so that when I briefed the team so that they can get working on it, so that when I come back and I open my laptop, the work is ready and waiting for me to review. And I'm coming and they're telling me it's another couple of weeks. Huh?
I'm asking you to do one task. I have 18 projects. I've asked you to do one task. I'm expecting one task to be done on one of my projects. And I come back and it hasn't. So what about the 17 other projects that nobody was across?
I'm so done.
I'm come back to here. Yeah, sorry, we've lost this right. Yeah, this person wants more money. Yeah, we're not happy with this fee. I am sick of it.
That's the most annoying thing. Like, people want to take holiday with the trust that there are people that can cover if needed.
That's why you take holiday. Because the whole point is, your job is, of course, vital, but there will be people to pick up whatever needs to be picked up in your absence. And you come back and nothing gets picked up.
What's the point?
But the excuse is, oh, well, you know, in August, nobody's working anyway, so we can take things really slowly.
No! Because in September, you'd be like, why always ask, why didn't we do this earlier?
September's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah. And that's, like, honestly, I was trying my hardest, like, prep things now because, you know, when you get into, like, September, October, then November is when people start going, but, you know, maybe we should move this to the new year. Huh? Because, you know, December, everyone's, like, closing down for Christmas.
November this year, I'll be telling people, let's move it to the new year. In fact, actually, not even New Year, the summer of next year. Let's discuss it then. I'm busy now.
Oh, my
I'm on
Lord.
set. I don't have time to talk to you about your stupid shit. Figure it out without me.
Oh, gosh. But yeah, that was the downside of the holiday. Actually, no, it wasn't downside.
No, it's just holiday feel even more special because you're like, yeah, this is why I have to take holiday.
Yeah. Where's my next one?
Idiots.
Yeah. Honestly. But that was our summer.
That was our summer.
It was a fun one. And we're back to reality.
We're back.
Back for like a season 2.
Yes, season 2. I'm excited.
Of reviews, of pop culture, of just observations of life. Okay, I had this funny observation.
Go. Because I have something afterwards.
Okay. So I was on the train yesterday.
I was on the train for my one.
Oh, so okay,
I was not on the train with you yesterday.
No, we were not on the same train. We have bumped into each other at times.
Yeah, we were not on the train.
Not on this train.
Actually, no, one time we were on the train. Remember one time we bumped into each other in the morning?
Oh, yeah, that was funny. I was like, huh? And it was only because I had taken a different... And I was coming from my mum's.
And my train got cancelled
Yeah, so I was like, what are you doing here?
This is so random.
What are you doing here? So I was on the train heading to church. And when I arrived on the train, I sat down on one of those like 4-seaters where there's a table and of course people could sit opposite you. And I got to the one stop and this couple came and sat down and it was fine, but the woman was like visibly pregnant, and then her husband or partner was sitting next to her, and I could just tell the feelings were off, the energy was off. Like, she was asking him certain things, my guy was giving her short answers. Just, he looked pissed off. Then he was like sipping his like smoothie and he was like, oh, this smoothie is very nice. But everything felt a bit off. Anyway, next stop, they came off. That was fine. Then this girl came and sat opposite in the same seat as the previous couple, and then she was talking too loud. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to move somewhere else. I sat in my new seat.
I'm sorry, pause.
Yeah.
I think that's literally the biggest faux pas you can have on the train.
What, talking too loud?
Playing voice notes out loud.
Fam.
What is happening?
Yeah. She was doing a FaceTime call, but I was like, I can hear...
Like, the other person.
Yeah, I have this conversation.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
Like, at least if you've got headphones in, I don't have to listen to the other person.
The worst thing is, she did have headphones in, but she was so loud. It's like I felt like I was part of the conversation. And I was reading my book. And also, I forgot to mention with the previous couple, this is actually a big thing. Before the new girl arrived, just as they were coming off the next stop, the woman had said something to the guy going, "Oh, have you done this?" My guy just stood up and just walked straight to the the exit of the doors.
Respond?
Didn't respond. Just was annoyed. And the pregnant woman was just like, she just sat there looking at me, and I'm there reading my book, but I looked up, I was like looking at her going, "You okay?" I didn't say that. I just looked at her with the look of like, "You okay?" But I just kept down, kept on reading. I don't think it was nothing sinister.
Yeah, I didn't feel abusive.
No, but it was
like
it was just like a
bad
little
vibes.
Yeah, bad vibes, lovers tiff. But why is it in front of me? And I'm going to church. I'm going to go serve the Lord.
It's for you to take to prayer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll get all these prayer requests, and I just want to go and read my book in peace. So anyway, the woman was talking too loud. A new person has sat there. I decided to move, and then moved to a couple of other carriages away. As I'm sitting there, opposite me was this other couple that came on, and this woman, I'm telling you, she was wearing like most of these girls do. She was wearing like a gym set as outdoor wear because it accentuates the body, and I'm saying, and it's comfortable, and it's a fit. And she had a very nice body. Like her butt was huge. Like it was worth a look because it was huge. Anyway,
I always look at a butt.
Yeah,
Look at people's butts even if they're not huge. I need to check.
Yeah. But I mean, and also I think the gym wear was helping with cupping the cheeks.
Yeah, I
because some of the skims do that.
Shorts are some people's leggings have like butt pads,
like enhancers,
like pads, like you would for a bra.
Yeah.
But for your butt.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, some of them do. But
or they're cut in a way that's like
it's supposed to accentuate.
butt cheek.
Yeah. Do you follow like Melissa's wardrobe?
No.
Okay, but she's an influencer, and she had this it was like Stormzy's birthday, and she was like styling him.
Round butt cheek.
No, but she was wearing a dress, and her ass looked humongous, and she was like, "Guys, I don't know what it is. It's this Skims." And she like said it like, "I'm not lying. It was this shapewear that made my butt looks like it raised it up, and everything looked big." She's Ghanaian as well.
Why did you feel the need to mention that?
Because Ghanaians.
We already have big bums, so she didn't even need to. You should actually said that at the beginning, that we could have all moved on with our lives.
But what I'm trying, the
She's
point,
Ghanaian as well.
The point of the story was this: there are some shapewear that makes the body look big. But anyway, so she came in, and I'm assuming her boyfriend was also walking behind her.
Was he also wearing a gym set?
I mean, no, he wasn't, but he was just wearing like a normal
I find
outfit.
it weird when like one of you's in like super casual wear and the other one's wearing like a shirt.
Just
or even when both wearing tracksuits or we're not.
Yeah.
Or we're both wearing, well, obviously we're not both wearing leggings, but if I'm wearing leggings and like a crop top, maybe you should be wearing a tracksuit.
Yeah, no.
Like we should both be casual.
Yeah, they look like we're going to two different events.
Damn.
But yeah, so
Maybe they were.
maybe no, but it didn't make sense. So they were talking, and then at one point she was like, "Oh, could we go to this place on this certain day next month? I know your exam is the day after, but could we just do that?" I think she was saying either for her birthday or just for an event. And then he was like, "No, I'm trying to be, I'm trying to spend the whole of next month just putting my head down with my exams." And then I kept on reading my book, and all of a sudden I just heard her go, "I just want to have a good boy. I just want to have a boyfriend that's like nice to me." And I was like, "Fam, it's Sunday morning. I just want to get to church. Why am I hearing all these domestics?" And it made me think about that whole like saying like, just be glad you're single because there's someone out there who is apologizing for taking a nap. And I'm like, just be happy because there are relationships out there that are a mess.
Do you think there's something about a Sunday morning that actually is just perfect time for an argument in a heterosexual couple?
You've been storing it up the whole week. And
Yeah, like you
Sunday
should be
morning,
going to church, but instead you guys are fighting. Like like because you're not going to church now, you've just been sitting at home stewing. Like, I hate him. I actually hate him.
Maybe.
Because if you went to church, this time would be like, love your neighbour, love your husband.
And then you'd be like, oh, well, okay.
Take care of each other.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's so true. Because there's been times that before I went to church, we're going to have a fight. And then after church, you're like, maybe not today.
Yeah. I feel like
maybe
the
that's
whole
that.
Going to church is to sort of chill you out, actually. If you've been storing up all of this aggression all week, and you go to church, you're like, do you know what? Jesus died for us, so I have to chill out. I gotta chill out, man. He didn't die for this. He didn't die for me to get vexed. He died for me to be a chill dude.
Yeah, but that was my weird coincidence of a train journey to church, and just an eye-opening about there are some contentments in being single because you don't have to deal with Just moody men.
Moody men or moody women.
Yeah, moody women as well. You don't know because they were all everyone.
Because I don't know if
involved
it's unreasonable to say I've got an exam. I want to focus on
That's
that.
how I felt.
Leave
But
me alone,
yeah,
dude.
but that being said, everyone in the story was bad vibes.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
like they were
yeah.
bad vibes. I was getting off the train today.
Yeah.
And there was a woman in front of me, and as we were going up the stairs, I noticed that she was crying.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, how much would you need to be paid to cry on public transport in the daytime?
Fam, sometimes it has to happen.
Have you ever cried on a train?
Yeah.
In the daytime?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
I think so, but I can't remember exactly what it was. I mean, I was sad.
Why?
I can't remember. That's the thing.
I was like, I
like,
feel like it's a man thing that this woman was crying about because she was not really crying. Like if I'd heard some really bad news, like a family member's passed away, I would not be able to stop crying.
No,
but she was doing like her sort of wipe her eyes and then start walking and then be like,
yeah, maybe it was that.
And I was like,
Yeah.
it feels like a dude thing. I don't know how.
Wow, so you can it's now distinguishing between men.
I feel like
alive.
It was giving dude. Like, I'm thinking that if I found out a family member had passed away or something, the way that I was moving, you would feel despair in that movement. It wasn't given despair.
Oh, I've seen people.
It was given, I'm on my walk home, but also I've just remembered that my
sad.
wife had broken up with me and that's messed up.
I think I probably cried about something to do with work, like feeling just very hopeless. I think that's probably what it was, because I'm on my way back from work.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like,
I've never cried on public transport.
But I know there's the difference. There is a different type of crying where it's like, the boyfriend breaking up with you, there's that. If he broke up with you just then and there.
Yeah, I should go off
No
the
train.
Like, also, never call me again. I don't like you. It's too short. What?
But yeah, but I've also seen people who have. I mean, when I say they're going through life on the train,
Balling.
Yeah.
I have not ever cried on public transport, but I've cried walking home.
Yeah.
I felt like that was suitably dramatic. I'm quite.
Was it raining? Was it raining as well?
No, it was dark. It was nighttime. It wasn't
that's-
daytime, and I was just like,
yeah.
how much longer must I endure this? And it was over, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't in a like romantic way. It was just I'd asked him why he hangs out with me, and he said, "'Cause you're a laugh." And honestly, I was like, I want to jump off a cliff, and I could not explain to you why, because being a laugh is not a bad thing. Actually,
No, but you know what that really means.
yeah, it's like you're just. I don't know. It's not what you wanted to hear. Was like, because you're just like you're so special.
Because you're the love of my life.
Yeah, there's something about you, and actually, you're just like, yeah, you're good vibes in it. Ew.
That
Also,
imagine
the
that's
was
your marriage proposal. Like, look here.
straight up. You're fucking. You're good vibes.
You're good vibes. You're 5'7" and stylish.
Listen, one thing I like about you, you exist. Damn.
You breathe.
And I don't hate the sound. I feel like obviously the thing that's painful was like, well, why do you only hang out with me because I'm good vibes, but I am hanging out with you because I love you.
Yeah, and that's when you realise it's mismatched.
Yeah, that's when you're like, what the hell am I doing with my life? And after that, I was good.
Yeah.
When I got home, I didn't cry the whole walk. I cried and I was like, this is crazy that you're crying about this. Like, you're an adult. You're literally 25. What are you doing crying about man?
Sometimes you just need a good cry, just to let it go. Like, you know what, I've cried.
It was a cry of frustration. Yeah. It was like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
You idiot! It was crying over the stuff I wish I had said to him when he said that to me, which is really, I wish I had slapped him.
Yeah. Oh, that you'd be like, well, I'm so glad that I'm a good laugh because you could be laughing while I walk away.
Yeah. Watch this ass
go away. You can keep on laughing.
No, I wish I'd been like, well, I don't know what I would have said, but like, yeah, it's crazy that you hang out with me because I'm a laugh because you're not funny to me at all. You're actually not funny to me at all. I don't hang out with you because you're funny. I hang out with you because I think you're hot.
I also think you're a good laugh. Your faces.
Oh. She ate that.
See, this is the reason why you used to be so. I'm not shady anymore.
A bully.
Yeah.
I was right. I said this in year 7. I said this girl is a bully, and no one wanted to listen to that. No,
I'm not.
Sweet.
I'm actually.
I said, no.
I'm
she's
adorable.
Like 5'9", and she's in year 7. She's a bully.
Yeah.
Crying on the train.
Yeah, crying on the train. Crying and beefing. So much going on trains, but also so much going on popcorn.
Every time you're almost there.
So much going on the trains, but also so much going on in pop culture over the summer. I think we should get into it. Because we'll be here forever.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Meow, meow,
Oh, God, okay, where do we start? Love Island?
Let's start with Love Island.
So.
A good season of Love Island for drama.
Oh, 100%.
A bad season for misogyny.
And a bad one for ratings.
Misogynoir.
Yeah. We continued the reign of the Destiny's Childish.
Ooh.
And continued. I mean, I think there was a new boy band that came in. The Backstreet Boys. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know there were this many different variations of mixed race people.
Who?
The way that Love Island is able to find
there's
different versions of the same thing.
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Is crazy.
I know.
Me.
But you just found the same guy. He looks exactly like the other guys.
No, Tyreek was a new one. No neck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no.
That's new. We've not had one like that.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
He thought he was so sexy as well. I don't know who's told him that.
No, everyone was telling him that.
No, but everybody was telling him that. It was a prank. Because he has no neck.
No, every time he tries to like...
How are you going to wrap your arms... Wrap your arms around who? His eyes. His ears. You put your arms around him, it's around his head.
How small is he? Because the thing is because...
4 foot.
No, because he also... Him having no neck even makes him look shorter. No offense to him, but like...
Sorry, Ty and Ella... I hate to comment on people's looks. It's not nice. But Ella's fillers and Ty's no neck, as an ensemble, they're the wackiest couple I've ever seen in my entire life.
I don't...
The fillers on Ella are crazy.
Also, I'm not even gonna lie. They definitely were like migrating at times, because her face was looking bare different every single time. It looked so different. The fillers were going left and right.
The fillers, cut it out.
Yeah, they do.
You are probably a very naturally pretty girl. You don't need these fillers.
She's a Nigerian.
It's too much.
Because it makes her look puffy, but then also looks pointy.
It looks like a cartoon of a person. Like you're drawing a rude like a caricature of someone.
Yeah, and the natural face was fine.
She is fine.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, and then I stopped the fillers, and then Ty.
There's nothing you can do about his neck.
No, you can't. We can't put fillers in those.
There's nothing you can do about that.
But the thing is, what I didn't like this year, and you're right, there was definitely a lot of misogyny. There's a lot of mouthy. It's misogynoir, but you had someone like Mitch. All the men were mouthy. All the men were not afraid to tell the women to shut up. All the men,
yes,
and there was too immaturity.
The boys were talking too much.
Too much.
Season. We don't need it.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
I remember when you saw the t-shirt that's like, men need to stop talking.
Honestly, men are supposed to be seen and not heard.
But the thing is also with this season is that they were proud of being mouthy.
And bitchy.
Yeah.
Not even mouthy, they're bitchy. They're doing little gossips and they're calling it, hey, we need to do something about Mitch. Hey, we need to do something about Scott. Sorry?
Yeah,
why am I taking orders from a man with no neck?
Yeah.
Be for real. And they really clubbed together. They all made Tyreek their leader.
Yeah,
Wow. I could not date a man who told me that Tyreek is his leader.
He doesn't need to tell you. He's just like...
Even if he shows me Tyreek is his leader, I'm over it. I've got the ick now.
No, that's why Montel... Yeah, that was icky.
Yeah. I've got the ick. This guy doesn't have a neck. Jesus. He doesn't have one.
Yeah, because...
So if he doesn't have a neck, how can he have sense?
You know what they say about the things like... the man is the head of the house and the woman's the neck. He's the neck.
He's not the head and he's not the neck.
He's nothing.
What is he?
Yeah, so I think...
A child.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like, with each season, more and more of the men have become... Like, I don't
They're
find...
too self-aware.
Yeah, they are. And I don't find majority of the men on Love Island attractive each season. And this season is definitely the season where I was like, not one. But bar Scott, not one.
I will say this.
Scott, I think, was probably the hottest guy.
I said this at the beginning when we first mentioned it in an earlier episode.
Yeah.
Mitch. What I said, from the pictures, no one was hot.
Yeah.
In reality, they were hotter than their pictures.
Yeah.
Mitch was actually quite handsome, but Mitch's personality made him ugly to me.
He had the biggest downfall. Actually, he had the biggest downfall. Zach's taste.
Zach was never hot though.
No, he wasn't. He was not. Neither did I. Well, I remember one time I was listening to
his eyes.
No,
we need to stop the light eyes supremacy.
Come on. He was like, oh, he's got all this swagger. It's a swagger. You know, something about him.
London.
No, he's not London. He's trying to be black.
You can meet a guy like him at any Weatherspoons. I'm telling you.
Weatherspoons, like cost cutter. Come down Peckham High Street, you'd find loads of man there who would like give you that chat. Like I just didn't get it.
Do you even have those still?
Yeah. No, I to me,
Crosscutter is real actually.
yeah. I'll be honest, like Zach. To me,
Zachariah.
Zachariah. Who's Zach?
You
Zachariah.
dropped Zachariah real quick.
Yeah, but yeah.
He said, hi, I'm Zachariah. They said Zach. He said, okay.
No, he started off as Zach when he was like, hi, I like, my type is
No, he was Zachariah when he liked the black girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My type is Catherine, Ella, Ruchi. And who did he leave with? Molly. Say no more.
For what?
He's the one that they should have sided, not Scott.
To me, I was thinking they brought Molly back for the shock of seeing her. Maybe they keep her for an episode or two and she's actually just like, she's going to go. They kept her in for what? She's not even good TV. And also she came back knowing that people didn't like her. So then she mixed it up and did nothing.
And stayed on to the final. If any couple makes it past 6 months, I'll be surprised. Even my
couple makes it 2-3 months, I'll be surprised.
Actually, if any couple makes it into 2024, I'll be surprised.
Yep, I will be surprised.
Because Jess and Sammy, sorry.
I'm telling you, first of all, I predicted this before. I said that Jess and Sammy are going to be endgame. I said that the show made a decision about Jess and Sammy from when they kept on not bringing someone for Jess.
Yeah.
And like creating scenarios where Jess and Sammy were going on dates all talking. I was like, they want these two to get back together. Yeah. But they want the story of, the show pulled them apart, but their love just brought them back together.
Come on, be for real.
And I see for Jess and Sammy, Jess gets pregnant, has one baby for Sammy, he cheats on her.
You think?
And they are that couple, to me, Jess and Sammy are that couple that you see down the pub.
Yeah.
They've got 3 or 4 kids, but they're not together.
Yeah.
That night at the pub, he's talking to a girl, she comes over, they have a big fucking mare.
Yeah.
They're not going home together. Baby number 5's on the way.
Oh my god!
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. No, I feel like Jess I don't think she'll be as big as like a Whitney or a Ella, but
she won the show, so why not?
No winner makes it big.
Oh.
But wait, Molly May didn't even win. Molly May is the biggest example. Amber won. Where's she?
Stop saying that.
I know. I think I've said it before. No, but I'm just saying that the winners never really get a big win in comparison to actually the runners up. So if everyone was like, oh, Whitney should have won. No, let Whitney not win. She's gonna have a bigger career.
Is she?
Maybe.
Also, can we just talk about the fact that like, what career do you deserve for having gone on Love Island? Because I'm not really interested in watching Whitney host a show, if I'm being honest.
I think
I don't know what I'm interested in seeing Whitney do apart from being Love Island.
I think they're gonna make her a podcaster.
Okay.
So like,
okay, we've got so many podcasts.
Yeah, I know, but
you guys should only be listening to one, which is Scripts and Giggles.
That is true.
That Whitney's doing a podcast. I don't want to hear that. She's coming on this podcast.
I feel that she'll be one of those influencers that do like red carpets, like the Sorrel or like some of these like podcasters that do like.
We have too many of those as it is.
Yeah, but you have Whitney on top of that, and also Whitney's more recognizable. But there's the whole thing about like she's got personality. She asks like the questions, and you know what? The next big,
Amelia de Moldenberg.
Kind of, yeah.
We don't even need another.
We don't even need her. We don't need her.
We don't need the current one, let alone get another one.
But
I don't know.
I just feel like I think out of all of them, she has the most non-traditional path in terms of getting a bigger career, apart from being on a PLC deal. Because PLC deal goes to like
She has a business already as well.
Yeah, that wig business can also keep like.
I can't run my wig business if I'm doing red carpets every other day.
Yeah, that's you hire people. And then you wear your wigs.
I didn't win the money, so how am I supposed to pay to hire people?
But she's gonna make money, she's fine. Okay. But then she uses the wigs when she's on her red carpets and sells that.
To who?
Well, she'll be influencing. She could. Because all these black girlies will want to get them some
Pablo. Pablo.
What?
Pablo.
Pedro Pascal?
Yeah.
He doesn't need a wig, he's good.
Well. You can still buy one.
All the talent, you said
Pablo. I said
Pablo Escobar.
But honestly, my brain was like, that's his name, Pablo Pascal.
Because Pablo
Pascal.
He looked like he could be a Pablo
Pascal.
He could be a Pablo Pascal. No, yeah, he's definitely more Pedro. But
when I was a kid, the only person I knew called Pablo was black, so I thought Pablo was a black person's name.
I mean,
when I was a kid, there was definitely black people's names and white people's names.
yeah, I agree. No, I
Whitney
agree.
is a black person name.
Yeah, the one is definitely a black person.
Yolanda is a
Black person's name.
Yvonne.
Black person's name.
Siobhan.
White person's name.
I always thought that was a black person's name.
Really, Siobhan was always a white person's
No,
name.
then it turns out it's an Irish name, and I was like, huh?
Yeah, white person's
Siobhan's
name.
a black lady name because it sounds like Yvonne.
Yeah, Yvonne is a black person's name, but Siobhan is a white person's name.
Timothy.
Maybe black.
He's black.
It's not definite.
He's black. Michael.
Tim is white.
Tim is
Timothy is black. What? Michael black.
Michael black. Yeah.
100%.
Which is even though there's loads of white Michaels, doesn't matter.
Because white is Mike. Yeah, white Mike.
Mike Tyson though, black.
Michael Tyson.
His name is not Michael Tyson.
I also like for real.
Nick is
white.
Mike could be black or white. Michael is black.
Yeah, true. That is so true. Honestly, it's so true. Now, honestly,
Catherine to me was a white name.
Yes, a white name. Yeah.
I have a cousin called Catherine. No, she's
white.
a choice.
Really,
Yeah.
white. I think Catherine in all iterations is white.
But we met Black Catherine.
That was very interesting.
That was very weird.
Ella,
white.
black.
Ella,
mixed race actually. Ella could be a mixed race girl. In my
Mitch
head.
is white. Sorry.
Mitch is 100% white.
Mitchell is white.
Mitch is white. Tyreek is black.
Tyreek is black.
100% black.
Tyreek is black.
Black, yeah.
Zachariah could have been
Black.
black.
Yes. Zachariah. Even Zach, black.
Zach, black.
Actually, Zach.
White. Zach, white.
Zachariah.
Zac Efron,
white. Zachariah,
Zachariah,
black. But maybe Zach with the C is white. Zach with the K is black. Oh my gosh. No, honestly, yeah.
Jason,
White.
mixed race.
Interesting. That's interesting.
I don't think I've ever met a white Jason. I've met several mixed race Jasons.
Sophie.
White.
It's true.
Bethany. White.
Yeah. I even think we're gonna get change our minds. I know it's 100% white. Honestly, like things like Tabitha, white.
Yeah.
Deborah.
But Golda,
white.
black.
Huh?
I don't know what Cerealian people call Golda.
Golda. Such an interesting name.
And that woman from
Champion.
No.
The other one I'm talking about, the BBC show.
It's gonna come to me. It's a Netflix show. Bridgerton. Not that one. The Queen one. Queen Charlotte.
Yeah.
Adult Queen Charlotte. Her name's Golda.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Oh, I didn't know that. That was interesting. I didn't know that.
Black.
It's a bit older. It's like older name.
Yeah. Rachel.
White.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no. Sorry.
There was a lot of black Rachel at school,
There's a lot of black
Rachel
Rachels.
is a white name.
Yeah, it's definitely a white name. Yeah. Well, yeah. Rachel's definitely a white name. But I don't know.
Matilda.
White.
What
black Matilda?
I had a teacher called Matilda.
She's black. You see, there's some people that name their kids after the Disney shows, Disney films.
No, she was an adult. She was named after a Disney film. The film came out long after she was born. She was a whole 50 years old teaching me at school talking about, did they name you after that film? Josephine.
Black.
Joanna. White. Molly. White.
There's not even anything to compare. Everyone whose names was there.
Abby. Black.
Oh, I know Black Abby, but
Abiola.
yeah. Yeah.
Abby. Abby in my head immediately I'm gonna think she's black.
That's true.
Maybe it's about the way that Abby is spelled. ABI is giving white.
White.
ABB Y is giving black.
All of that is giving no. ABBY is white. ABI is white. Everything is white.
Let the listeners tell us
if it's Abby.
Which
that's
Abby
it.
is black?
Abby?
Abby is white.
No, Abby means yes. So Abby is black. Abby is white.
Ada.
White.
Ada.
White.
Addy.
Black. Because that's another guy. Yeah, that's a guy, right? No,
Adam. White.
Ben.
White.
Charles White, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Charles could be black.
Charlie.
White. Charles, black.
Black, baby.
Yeah. Tom. White.
George. White.
Is there any like English channel names that are not white?
It's white. Patrick.
Neutral.
Neutral.
I think it could be anyone.
Which is crazy, isn't it?
It can be anyone. We found
of
neutral
all the
names.
neutral names.
We can find it because you can think he could be a white Patrick.
Yeah.
He could be a black Patrick.
Colin. White. Malcolm. White.
White in the middle. Yeah.
David. Black.
White. Actually, no, black.
David is a black name.
It's a black name, but he's.
I know
white.
2 black Davids at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I think you can also.
I did have Uncle David who was white though.
You have white Dave.
Dave.
Black.
Yeah, black David. Although the rapper Dave is black.
He's black.
So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I've one. What's his name? Daniel.
This is hard.
Neutral.
It is neutral.
You could be a white Daniel or black Daniel.
Yeah, black Daniel.
But you can only be a white Dan.
Same. That's it. Yeah.
But I think he could be a mixed race Danny. Because I knew
yes,
a black race
yeah,
Danny.
you can be a mixed race.
But I don't think he could be a black Danny.
No.
But you could be a white Danny.
You could be white Danny.
Trevor. I only ever met black Trevors. Trevor Noah.
Oh yeah, my love.
A boy I went to primary school with.
My love, Trevor Noah.
Well. I've never met a white Trevor.
Apart from us going into like Oluwa names, we know what's white and what's black.
Yeah, apart from the actual ethnic names where it's like, oh, you have to be an ethnic person to be called this name.
Yeah. There
are certain names that are, inherently black now.
Yeah. But I always feel like, you know, if you like ever had a chance to be like, oh, you know,
Reese.
White.
Black.
Huh?
Rory, white.
White. Reese, white.
Reese, black.
I do not know.
Reese, black.
Yeah, it's not Rice.
Reese.
Yeah, to me it's still a white name. But I still always think that if you were on a blind date and they're like, oh,
Patrice. Black.
Like I've matched you with this person and they give you a name, you can guess like what ethnicity they
Okay. Well, actually this person, his name is I'm gonna say Clive. That's too obvious.
Yeah.
His name?
Oliver.
Is Oliver. White.
White, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
His
name's Ollie
White.
White. Didn't even let him finish his name. His name's all White. His name is Simon.
White.
Could be black though. Because
the
guy in blue who was black is named Simon.
Yeah. Perfect names. My thinking it'll be white.
Yeah, because that's what you'd be hoping.
Okay, now we're gonna finish that then. Because to me, the biggest shock will be his name is Babatunde and he's all.
Yeah, he's like basically my parents were oil merchants in Nigeria when they had me, and they really liked the name Babatunde, so they named me Babatunde. It's not really a big deal. Has actually ruined my life. I actually feel like if you were white and you named your kid Babatunde, within 2 years you'd have to change it to something like William, because it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
It's so true. Even if you could shout Tunde, it's still.
It's just not the. It's not the vibe.
Gonna
it's not the vibe.
It's not gonna work.
There is no British name that name sounds even close to.
No.
Maybe no. There's no Nigerian name that you could say. Yeah, this is.
Not even Baba Batund.
Chidi? No. Every name doesn't sound like any.
Honestly.
What about Theodore? Mixed race. Theo.
Oh yeah, Tim.
No, we've already discussed Tim as white.
Wait, isn't it Theodore's? Tim is.
No, was it?
Ted, sorry, Ted.
Teddy.
Ted. Yeah.
I love that name. It's so cute.
Also white.
I'm a little baby.
No, actually, Teddy's a really cute mixed race boy.
Yeah, Teddy's a sweetheart.
Little baby.
He grows up to be a Theodore.
Yeah.
Or Theo. They'd be talking mad shit to you, like,
how dare
listen, you bitch. Like, who the fuck do you think?
No, fam.
Headbutt.
He'd be like that boy. This boys in Love Island. No way.
Yeah, imagine if you're someone on Love Island disrespected you like that.
No, there's somewhere you on Love Island. Love Island.
I would like to think, at the very least, if my child went onto Love Island, the people who'd be respectful to are the black women.
Yeah.
The shame I would feel if my son was on there making coffee for white girls and then telling black girls that nobody wants them. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. And this season, as much as we had the drama, this season, I'm telling you, was problematic.
So problematic.
So, I mean...
There was too many outright confrontations to me that was so tinged in misogynoir. That thing with Catherine where she's crying, where they're basically saying, it's not you, we just cannot imagine Scott finding you attractive.
And they're laughing now.
And then also the bit where Ella was talking to Tyreek, it was like, Whitney's not competition.
Yeah, that was
like
mad.
all of those things are like just a little. They are such small and they are microaggressions. But you know that the thought process behind it is I don't think you're competition because in the grand scheme of things, as a mixed race person, I have more value than you do.
Yeah, and that's why it's all of that was wild.
And they'll come out and say that's not what you're thinking. No. But it's like you don't even know you're thinking it anymore because it's so ingrained in society. You're not the only person who thinks this. I'm not saying you're the problem. Yeah. I'm saying you're the mouthpiece right now for a whole race of people who are like, the truth is, on the hierarchy, it's white, mixed race, black.
Yeah.
So the idea that you are now fan favourite is crazy to me. Because I can't imagine that they would ever elect you over any of these white people, let alone over me.
Yeah. I think it's really disappointing because we expect this behaviour from Love Island year after year. That's why there was one year I got completely fed up and just switched off completely.
I didn't watch this.
Yeah,
but to be fair,
at the beginning I was like, oh, I'm hopeful because we have more black contestants this year. They seem to have found partners or found men at the very least who like to date black women.
Yeah. Which
they brought Zachariah and then he really showed his ass very quickly. Then they brought Scott and he seemed to be like interested in Catherine. So I was hopeful that okay, there's people that are open to different races apart from. And no offense, it's always they just pair the black couple, the black guy with the black girl, done. And with Ty and Ella, it worked because they, continued and it became Endgame.
I still don't get what she saw in him, but
no, neither do I. No neck, but
I also like the other guy, if I'm being honest. Uzi.
Oh God, no,
like
Uzi.
His hair pinned. I couldn't get past it.
No.
He was slimy.
He was a snake, and I don't like.
Didn't trust him at all.
No. The best guy, I think, that guy was the guy who was like the first, in the initial selection.
Who was he played up with?
Andre with Rouge. Well, he was with that other girl. He was with Catherine originally. Yeah. I mean, he should have been with Rushi. But for me, all of them were a mess. And then I forgot my main point, but either way, I thought the year was going to be different, and then it just
the producers really did produce.
They did,
year, I will say
but it just ended up being the same result. And really and truly, the year where we had the strongest black contestants, and still the Oyibs win.
Ooh.
The blonde girl and Essex guy win, and that the guy doesn't like her because he's out there telling people that she's ugly.
I think that though the winners of Love Island, not to put my sociological hat on, are a reflection of where we are at as a society.
Agree.
Last year we were like, Brexit sucks. We want unity with Europe again, and we elected an Italian man and a Turkish woman to win.
I remember, yeah.
This year we've decided it's time for us to go back to our roots. Bring back the chavs, let them win, because this was a chav show to begin with, and the chavs won.
Yeah.
And we've elected two Essex, literally the king and queen of Essex, to win. I do not think that the UK is anywhere close to a journey where it would elect either a fully black couple, or an interracial couple where the woman is black.
Yeah.
We're not at that stage yet.
No, we could be waiting for a long time.
And it's crazy because she was getting so much support on the internet. Yeah. I genuinely do think people liked her, but not more than they liked their agenda of two white people making it to the end. Yeah. Because if we're being completely honest, Sammy talked so much shit about Jess, about how she wasn't attractive. To be fair, I will say this. On the one hand, I actually found the way that he was talking to her about her to be reflective of what he thought the other boys thought of her.
Yeah, but still.
Like, when they were together, I got the impression that he did really like her. As soon as she wasn't there, and he was with the boys, that's when he started doing that, I can get any girl, I'm really hot boy, blah, blah, Jess isn't my usual type. I feel like, and I think, I'm going to blame Tyreek for this, because I really do think he's the devil. They fostered an energy amongst the boys that they were better than the girls.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why all the boys felt comfortable dragging the girls that they were even coupled up with.
So
I think in another season, there's no way Sammy would sit down with the boys and be like, Jess ain't shit.
Yeah.
Why am I sitting down talking to you guys about the girl that I'm coupled up with saying, yeah, I can probably get whoever I want? There was too much of that energy this year, and the truth of it was none of them could get anybody else. You was with Ella from Tyreek was with Ella from beginning to end. Nobody else wanted you. Tell the truth. Nobody
Even Ella B when she came in, she wasn't feeling you like that.
Nobody wanted you. No one wanted you, Mitch. Nobody wanted you, Sammy.
No, because some of the guys were like actually attractive,
and they were all evil.
Yeah,
like they're all actually genuinely bad-spirited, mean-spirited guys. The only person who wasn't on the boys' crowd was Scott.
Yeah, and that's what they hated him.
And now there's people coming out, yeah, Scott was fighting with producers. Good, actually.
Because he probably wasn't going to feed into the nonsense. Because the producers, like you said, they produced and made sure that we got villains this year. And there's people that you did not like. And then the week after, you loved them. But I just feel like Scott probably he just didn't want to fall into it. I mean,
I will say
he was on the wrong show.
He was not a good contestant in that. No. He really wasn't giving them anything. No. Until they pushed him.
Yeah. When
they pushed him, yeah, he would stand up for himself. But ultimately, he's never been the guy starting drama.
No,
like, even when him and Leah, when Leah came in, she was like feeling him and she wanted to talk to him, and he was like, well, I'm talking to Catherine as well. And then eventually Leah was like, I think you're weak, but she tried it, and he was like, okay. Anyway, let me go back to my wife, because I came here to hear what you were saying, and what you're saying is garbage. I'm going back to what I was before. If you think I'm going to fight for you, do all of this like love triangle, I'm not doing it. He really wasn't giving them any story. No. Like, that was the love triangle they were trying to set up, and he was like, I'm not participating in this.
I don't know if he like really loves Catherine like that, but he just seemed like you.
I think he's just a very simple dude. I'm not going to do stuff in here that I wouldn't do outside.
Same.
If I was talking to a girl and suddenly she was like, I'm not feeling you, yay, enjoy your life.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, please. Even him going up to Catherine more than once, be like, let's talk about this. Are you making the right decision? I felt was like they were really probably being like, you have to speak to her.
Yeah, and she was like, no. And
it was getting disrespectful as well.
Yeah,
you don't just be rude, like act like you never liked him.
Yeah, that's the reason why I think she got abruptly kicked off.
Yeah.
And the most annoying thing is if she didn't come back with Elim or Elok or whatever his name is.
It was Elim.
Elim. I just feel like she would have won. I honestly
Isaiah.
Was it?
Isaiah.
Oh yeah.
Black name or white name?
Oh, 100% black.
Yeah. Isaac.
Black. Biblical. Is again always biblical, but I just feel like she would have won.
Though.
Black. I know he was white in girls, but he's definitely a black name.
I think Elijah's neutral.
Nah, I think which mixed race Elijah do you know?
I feel like you can be a mixed race Elijah for sure.
You probably could be, but
Eli.
Black what? Black mom. You know what? We might as well make this distinction. It's actually so bad that I'm saying that. So bad.
Well, you should just tell us the names you're going to name your mixed race kids, so we'll know what names.
I'm not saying anything like that. And who knows? I may not have mixed race kids. You don't know what I'm going to do in my future. Only God knows.
Well, you know I'm a soothsayer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Will you watch next year?
Most likely. I hate it. No, I'll most likely watch the first week and see how it's going. If it's a hot mess, forget it. I do think that, one, I would love to see where Scott and Catherine come up. If they do get together, which they probably won't, but I bought into the Kool-Aid after the reunion, and I could see them flirting, I could see this connection between them, and it looks really cute as a couple. Think that. But also, I'm not here for the mess, and if it's rubbish and if it's stupid, I'm not bothering to watch. I'm also getting a bit too old for it.
I'm in a weird place at the moment where I've been watching shows and then feeling a desire not to finish them.
Really?
And especially competition shows where it's like
so
all the contestants are here and like, this is the final episode, and I'm like, I'm just not going to watch this final episode.
That's so interesting.
And I had this with, one, I find the Casa Amor episodes really stressful.
Do you?
Yeah, I do, because I just don't like seeing people being rejected in such a, like, it feels so brutal.
Oh, the reveal part, yeah.
Like, I don't like, not just them being in Casa Amor, I mean the episode where they come back from Casa Amor. I find it really brutal. I found it brutal last season, I wasn't even really feeling it like that last season like that. So, this season, I basically watched Casa Amor, like, through my fingers.
Oh my god.
And as soon as I found the results, I was like, I'm no longer interested in seeing how the rest of the show plays out. Like, I don't care. Like, when Tyreek was like, we're done, Ella, you fucked it. And then within 2 days, they're back together. Like, I was like,
come on.
Hey, and when Jess came back and then Sammy had a girl, but then he was like, you know, I actually don't like that girl like you. All of it was like, this is my problem. When are we going to have a Casa Amor where people come back and they're like, and I'm sticking to it?
Yeah, with my person.
Yeah.
It's rare. Honestly, the last person who done it and won was Kai Sanam, and they were like the first.
Yeah.
And also, he didn't care about the other girl.
I completely forgot they won.
Yeah, I do think that probably we need a bit of a break from Love Island. I mean, Big Brother's coming. I don't know when, but we just need a break from Love Island so that you can actually miss it and actually care. The thing has become so formulaic, and the producers this year, they worked hard.
They did.
To keep you on your toes. And
those people deserve it.
They did, and they deserved better ratings. And I think that Maya really showed her personality. I think in live settings she still needs a bit more practice, but you know, she brought it. But
you would think this person hasn't grown up interviewing people on radio the way that she has this sort of weird stiffness. I don't know.
Well, Maya.
Yeah.
I think
this is your job.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, because I think she's got great personality in terms of like banter, but she doesn't have the quickness and the swiftness to really like have a back and forth with someone.
She's not there the way she needs. Like, one thing about Caroline is that like you got a sense that she'd either memorize all her questions, that she could speak on the fly in response to your answer. Yeah. Whereas I think with Maya, and even with the person before, Laura, it was very much like the person would give you this like wild answer, and you see the like blank look on their face while they're waiting for producers to tell them sort of what they're supposed to say in response. It's like you don't have the tenacity to be like, keep digging, because the person's starting to talk, and this is what the people want to hear. Or like, have an opinion. What do you want to hear? Like, I don't mind if you're like, I didn't ask the questions that you wanted answered, Money, but I did dig into the stuff that I was curious about. Like, why did you do that?
Yeah, at times I did feel like
why did you trip Ella up? Tyreek, why did you do that? Because she looked like she really hurt herself. You do that for?
Yeah. It's true. I sometimes did think that Maya was a bit of a fan, but I do think she was a bit biased, like, especially she had her favourites.
Yeah.
And she's 100% better than Laura Whitmore, like 100 times better. No, because the other girl wasn't doing it.
No, I mean, we campaigned to get rid of her on the podcast, and then she got rid of, so...
Well, you know, they heard our prayers. So, I don't know, I just felt like, it was a good season. We need a bit of more time to rest and not think about it. Definitely no winter. I don't care about watching Winter or Love Island.
No.
And we'll just have to wait and see what happens, what the future holds.
What else has been happening? The WGA strike.
Yep.
So, the strike's still going.
Yes, over 100 days now.
I had said, didn't I? Well, maybe I said this on the podcast, that the WGA have enough money to pay their writers for 5 months.
Okay.
So 100 days is what? 3 months and a bit?
Yeah.
I've got another 2 before they start getting worried.
Crap.
Based on what I'm seeing online and the fact that it feels like the studios are not engaging in any meaningful way with the writers, I do not see this being done before the end of this year.
Oh Lord, we need it to happen.
Because what you need is for the studios to go, do you know what? We do want to resolve this. Maybe we're not going to give you everything, but we need to resolve something because we can't keep going like this. And I get the impression that the studios are like, you need us more than we need you. And I was like, wrong. You need them more than they need you.
No, it's true. In the long run, at the moment, probably the shoes can probably sustain for a little bit.
Okay, so then we'll sit in it.
Wait and see. But I am keen to see what happens next with the WGA, because I think SAG will really follow suit with...
Well, SAG is currently also striking.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So that is the update. The Directors Guild, maybe this had happened when we talked about it last time on the podcast, was striking for literally a week and then formed a deal.
Yeah. Very
messy of them.
Yeah.
SAG went on strike at the mid-July, because it was just before Barbie. It was during the premiere of Oppenheimer, and just before just after the premiere of Barbie.
Yeah.
And so SAG are the Screen Actors Guild of America, and they are striking in solidarity with the writers, but also because of the issue of AI. Basically, what has come out is that studios have been asking actors to record... I don't know if they're asking them to record generic lines or whatever. Basically, studios have made actors sign agreements where the studio can use AI and their likeness to fill in gaps in shows. And basically everyone's like, this is just the beginning of what, now we don't need you at all. We'll just make something with AI, which is what the episode of Black Mirror is about.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, as always, Charlie Brooker and the demons that he consults with are ahead of the curve. But the writers are not comfortable with, I mean, the actors are not comfortable with that. Which is reasonable.
For obvious reasons.
And also, the thing that's annoying about this is that the people that have made TV too expensive to make are the studios, are the streamers. And then they're being like, we're now trying to save money. You could stop spending so much money on TV. Then that's how you do it. Obviously now the writers are going, well, no, because you need to pay us more fairly. But what is the money that you've been given? Where's that money been going? Because you're hearing things like, the Amazon Lord of the Rings show costs £100 million to make. Where did that money go?
I was gonna say the sets.
Apparently, it didn't go to writers, didn't go to the actors.
No. It was the sets and production.
And production.
Honestly.
Someone has to share. And because what we can't be doing is, it's now, in this country, you can make a decent show for a mil.
Yeah.
Now you're not likely making a show for less than £3.
I don't understand.
An ep, by the way, not overall.
What?
Per episode. And those, of course, there's inflation behind that.
Yeah.
There's stuff like the pandemic, insurance is more expensive, stuff like that. But it's also just trying to match the levels of what people are hearing other people are getting paid when they make shows with streamers. Yeah. And it's not sustainable because people, places like the BBC and especially Channel 4, who famously don't have any money, cannot compete. No. So what's happening is that people are not making shows for the BBC or Channel 4 in favour of streamers who are now saying they're also not going to pay them. So we're in this weird loop right now, and I think we just need a big reset button press.
Yeah.
And we need to just appropriately value what everybody's contribution to a TV show is, and then everyone should be paid fairly. And that's it. Like, I don't know. I feel like to me, what would be really interesting is if TV stops feeling like a business where you can make loads of money.
Yeah.
Who will still want to make TV?
That will be the big question.
Because I think people think getting famous, working in TV, acting, writing, any of those things will make you a millionaire or whatever. And the reality is, art has never been a lucrative, like, that's not going to be the thing that makes you famous. Or, it'll make you famous, but it's not going to necessarily make you so rich that you never need to work again. And I think perhaps we need to go back to that model and stop looking at this as a fortune maker. I don't think you should. I think this is art, really.
Yeah.
I'm not a fortune maker.
Unless you're lucky to strike gold with finding a really good option or a really good idea and story. I just think it's not going to happen.
I just think that I don't know, it's just not sustainable that every show, and that will explain why there are shows that come out and they only make it to one season, because they're already so expensive to make. And most shows have in their contracts that if they come back for a second season, they get more money.
Yeah. And they can't do it.
And they can't give you any more money. So now your show is getting cancelled after one season, not because it's not good, because they just can't afford to make it. So, I don't know, but I just, personally, I'm personally starting to feel the ramifications. There was a writer that we're working with, and we wanted to pitch the project to a US studio, and he said, I don't feel comfortable meeting with a US studio until the strike's done. And a colleague of mine was like, well, we can meet without him. And I was like, but he's not going to write.
No.
So it doesn't even matter if we meet them. If he's not going to engage in any work meaningfully, it's a waste of our time. So the people who are actually really paying for this are the smaller writers, not the big people who already have money. It's the people who are missing out on work or not taking work in solidarity with the strike.
That's big,
Who are missing out on work and not making any money.
That's where, like, I mean, I see with the SAG strikes, you see all these big actors like picketing, which is like great because it shows like, you know, these big talent are like us, like they will fight and, you know, they're willing to protest, but they have money. When they finish, you know, striking their boards, they can go to their mansion and chill. So it's not. And
now there are also actors who contributed money towards the SAG relief fund, basically. So if you're a Brad Pitt and you go, I'm going to put $1 million in this so other people can get paid in that period of time where we're striking, that's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But doesn't that speak to the fact that certain people are getting paid good money in this industry and some people aren't?
100%.
And maybe that's a problem as well that you need to address, rather than like only assuming that the problem is with the studios and the streamers and the producers. There are, there's inequality everywhere.
Honestly.
I'm not saying that to excuse the issue. I'm just saying that it's like, what are we going to do about stuff like that?
Yeah.
Because I don't think Brad Pitt stars as many episodes of TV as people who are in CSI Miami or whatever, but 100%. Somehow he's got enough money to pay, I don't know. Speaking of Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Barbieheimer.
Barbieheimer,
as the summer has come to be known.
Yeah.
We're seeing a resurgence of cinema.
Yeah, didn't we talk about this? It was going to happen with... Maybe we didn't.
No, we didn't. I thought everyone was sort of exaggerating because people have been going to... Well, I've been going to cinema, you've been going to cinema. Not every week or anything, but we have been since the pandemic.
Yeah.
But someone said... They did a survey, I think, in the US, and 11% of the people that came to see Barbie had not been to cinema since the pandemic.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's actually very bad. Not even very bad, it's just
2 years since the pandemic.
3.
No, I cut 2021 as the pandemic year. 2020 and 2021 was... Because 2021 was like...
Oh yeah, you mean years-wise. Okay, I get it, but it's still a big thing because there's still quite a few movies.
Don't go to the cinema like that.
No. I mean, I only go to the cinema for like big, buzzy films now, which Barbie was 100% was. But yeah, I'm not surprised, but it's still quite shocking. But also incredible how one film has and two with Barbieheimer how caused people to come to the cinema and watch and wear their pink and get really excited and watch back-to-back films.
Yes. So, full disclosure, we have been to see Barbie.
Yeah.
I've not seen Oppenheimer, have you?
Not yet.
Okay, so we've seen Barbie.
Actually, well, I'm saying not yet, not at all. I don't think I'm
either.
See it.
What did you think of Barbie?
So when we go to the cinema,
you fell asleep. Tell the truth.
I fell asleep. No, yeah, I was gonna make that very clear. I did fall asleep. I missed some parts because I was tired. I was tired. I was jet lagged.
Oh, here we go.
I was still back from
holiday.
On
holiday. When I'm gonna hear the end of it, I'm jet lagged.
I'm
jet lagged.
I was. Anyway, and we weren't wearing pink because it was impromptu. It was a very impromptu visit. So when I got there, I saw all these all these women.
There were also men there. And
some men, but they were wearing pink. I was like, this is the Black Panther moment that we had many years ago, where we all came in some people came in their kente and Ankara and the traditional outfits, celebrate this movie, and this is especially for white women, this is their Black Panther.
I'm going to say something controversial.
Go on.
I thought the people that did that for Black Panther were goofy, and I think the people that did it for Barbie were goofy.
Yeah, okay.
It's goofy to get dressed up for a film. That's not like a cult classic.
Well, the joke...
people get dressed up for the Rocky Horror, but like, that's because it's become a cult classic. This film's only just come out.
Yeah, but I think it's the marketing, which is a bigger thing, and something it's worth us talking about, is what made people care so much, I think, in comparison to anything else. Because Barbie, is a big brand. Everyone knows what Barbie's about. Yeah. But their marketing was so slick about, how they positioned the film, how they positioned Barbie. Because no one knew what the narrative or the actual storyline of the film would be.
Yeah.
All you knew is about pink. It's going to have Margot Robbie. Come on, what else was there? It's going to be pink. It's about Margot Robbie. It's going to be about, what's the guy's name? Ryan Gosling. And she's Barbie and he's Ken. And that's all you knew. But then you sat there and watched and realised it's a comedy with a message. Did I care about the message? Probably not.
Oh?
No, I didn't.
You hate women?
No, I love...
You hate women?
I love me. I love myself.
Oh, you hate others. Damn,
I love women. I'm just saying... The main thing for me why I enjoyed parts of the movie was when it was fun and light and I was gonna say flirty. It was light and fun, and it really leaned into the world of Barbie that we knew and loved as someone who grew up, or may have had a Barbie. I can't remember. I'll be honest. what I didn't find
I
as
don't know if you had a Barbie.
no, I think I did. Definitely not a black Barbie.
I did. I had a Ghanaian Barbie.
From Ghana.
But she was in a box. No, she was wearing
Did you wear
kente.
kente? Oh, that's
She
really
was in a
cute.
box, I could not open her. And then I
That was
had
really
my white
cute.
Barbies, which I could open.
Actually, really cute. Did you sell the Barbie then?
I opened her.
Oh god.
Oh, I spent my entire childhood trying to convince my mom to open that box. I don't get why people do that. Like, all you want when you're a kid is to play with your toys.
Yeah.
Why are you putting toys on? I had this massive Barbie that my dad bought me as
Yeah.
well. It was like Swan Lake Barbie.
Oh,
That was like a child-sized Barbie. And I could never open her. And when I turned 11, I opened the box. And now I can't sell it. I have to chuck it
That's
out.
the thing. He was like,
He should have kept it.
this is your investment for your future.
I would have got £200 for it. And bought drugs. No joking, I would never bought drugs. I would have bought clothes. I thought that the Barbie film was fine.
Yeah.
Did you hear that it got banned in Lebanon?
No, but I heard that people were burning their Barbie dolls in US.
Peckham. It got banned in Lebanon because apparently it is encouraging lesbianism.
Huh?
Homosexuality.
From
Which-
where?
I was thinking about this after I read the article and I was like, sorry, are they saying that just because Barbie doesn't like Ken, she must be a lesbian? Because that's a bit cheeky. But also, I can imagine the lesbian reading of that film fits too.
How?
She never wants him to stay over.
That's true.
She like really doesn't like him. It's not like she just doesn't like him, but she likes another Ken. She likes none of the Kens.
Well, she likes Sammy.
She doesn't like him. No, I don't think she likes him. I think he just exists and she can have a chat with him. But she doesn't seem to like Kens or the concept of Kens the way that the Emma Mackey and Shooty
Gasper.
Ken,
Yeah.
the Shooty Ken and the Emma Mackey doll like each other.
Yeah.
And Emma Mackey Barbie, Shooty Ken are like, we want to be together. But every single time Ryan Gosling's like, kiss, and she's like, oh no. And I get which is completely reasonable. She might just not like him. But I can also see the reading for like, maybe Barbie doesn't like boys. Well, stereotypical Barbie doesn't like boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been banned in Lebanon. I thought it's fine. It's got this very strong feminist message.
Yeah.
Which I didn't hate to begin with. I actually quite like the idea of a world where Barbies run their world. And there's a Barbie president, and there's a Barbie mechanic, and there's like all of that stuff was really cool and fun.
Yeah, which was at the beginning was what made the film quite enjoyable. Like, oh, in this very artificial world.
And they believe they can live in because they've fixed equality.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what they think.
Exactly.
And then Barbie has to go into the real world with Ken, and what I liked was that like they come into the real world and Barbie's like, this is not like how I imagined. This is not like the Barbie world where people listen to Barbies, i.e. women, and respect them and cage them. And then for Ken it's like, oh, it's so weird, loads of people respect me here. And basically Ken spoiler alert, Ken accidentally picks up patriarchy. Well, accidentally or on purpose, it's hard to say. Picks up patriarchy and brings it back to Barbie world, and suddenly Barbie world becomes Ken world, and Barbie comes back and she's like, this isn't fair, this isn't right, has a whole existential crisis. America Ferrera's there, and she gives this speech, and it was at this point where like the film lost me, because I was like, I think for a lot of people, like stuff I've seen online is that a lot of people found the speech to be so moving and like finally put a name to something they've been feeling for a long time. But the speech is basically stuff like, as a woman, you're like walking this very fine line. You have to be smart, but not too smart that you make men uncomfortable. You have to be sexy, but you can't be a slut. Mm-hmm. You have to be kind, but not a pushover. You have to be this, but not that. You have to be this, but not that. And like, you have to walk this careful little tightrope of a balancing act of like, if you want to stay afloat and still be considered a person of value. And I think when I was listening to it, I was like, yeah. And then I thought, why have I heard this before? One, because I feel like as women of colour, I was trying to explain this to a person I work with today. As a woman of colour, you learn this speech way quicker than most white women. Yeah. Which is why I think white women really like this film.
Oh, yeah.
Because I realised I put it into words. As a woman of colour, your life, you're told from the beginning, is already an anomaly.
Yeah.
Everything that you're going to achieve or want to achieve is against the odds. When you're a white woman, you're told the world is your oyster. And it's not until you're an adult that you realise, actually, no, you're a woman, and therefore things are restricted from you.
Yeah.
And that's why Barbie's journey in this is that, like, up until adulthood, or this point in her life, the world has been perfect for her. And it's only now that she's learning that being a woman comes with all these caveats. And as a woman of colour watching that, I was like, the world has been having caveats.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
It's been having caveats. I exist despite the caveats.
Yeah.
I was always told there was going to be caveats. I was 11 years old, 12 years old at school hearing, you're a black girl, you need to work twice as hard as everybody else.
Yeah.
You already have internalized as a woman of colour that your very existence is well done.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
Well done that you've made it this far.
Yeah.
And everything you achieve is against the odds.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're a white person, everything you achieve is like, well done. You did it. You're just a boss bitch, girl. And so the restrictions is something that they learn later in life. And I feel like that's why so many white women feel seen by this film.
Yeah.
Because it's giving voice to a feeling that they never thought anybody else experienced, which is like, I thought I had all this promise, but now I'm learning I'm just going to be a wife and a mother, and it's like, oh, it must be really sad for you. Whereas I think as a woman of colour, you're watching it being like, okay. And that was how I felt from that speech onwards. I was just like, okay.
And that's when the slumber really started to hit, because
no, the slumber had been here before then.
Yeah, I was tired.
You missed a lot of Ken's musical numbers.
I saw the dance moment. I did see it. I woke up and I saw that a very long dance moment. I think for me, that's when the message kind of lost me. Cause I was like, what is this the purpose of the film? Because I remember like half an hour in, I was thinking, what's the conflict? What's the big thing? Because you sold me this world. You sold me this studio-based pink, pink painted walls and, all this type of fun things. You show me that, I love it. What's the conflict? What's going to keep me watching this for the next hour? I agree with you about the whole idea of the feminism, the white feminist movement versus being a black woman and having that movement, especially. Or
I'm saying that as actually
person of colour,
person of colour.
Yeah, I agree, because there's always going to be an additional layer of minority that you will feel more than our white counterparts, and so for me, that's why I was like, the film was cute, but I preferred just when it was in that fluffier, softer world. And when it starts to get too serious, not like I couldn't handle the conversation, but I've heard it before. It felt didn't feel natural. It didn't feel like I took anything more than, wow, Barbie had a lot of different iterations.
I think for me, the one thing about the film that pissed me off, like, I don't want to say that, like, because obviously I'm a woman of a certain age, which is why that speech has been said to me so many times. But I wonder if I was 15 or 19 or 21, whether that speech would be actually quite revolutionary for me. So for that reason, I'm like, I think it's important it was in the film. I think it is important to a lot of people, and so it had purpose. I think for me, the thing that pissed me off was the idea that Barbie, having seen how bleak the world is for women, would decide to stop being a doll and become a human woman.
Yeah, that one really lost me.
You live in the perfect world for a woman, and then you decide, no, let me come and live in this garbage heap, dumpster fire world, and be miserable for the rest of my life. Barbie, but then it makes sense for Barbie because she's obviously never suffered because she is a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like if you gave a human being this choice to go live in a nice place or stay here and suffer, they're going to pick the nice place.
Yeah.
So, in short, Barbie was fine. I think Barbie should have stayed a doll. And I'm really upset that the Kens didn't kiss each other.
There was definitely a lot of homo...
erotic.
Yeah.
They should have all just started making out.
I mean, it feels like Harry Styles should have been like casted for that.
Ew.
But I don't know.
Harry Styles the poster boy for sexuality? How can you say it feels like Harry Styles should have been cast for it? Harry Styles is not the first person ever to kiss a man. Again, allegedly.
And the funny thing is, Billy Porter was like getting at him again for him trying
for being on the cover of Vogue.
for using his sexuality to get us to be as successful as he is now. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I do think that Barbie is an interesting film if you want something fun to do on a night out, on a day out.
A night out.
A day out, but definitely not a night out. But you could watch it before a night out and use the vocab. But yeah, I don't know.
Ryan Gosling is a treat in it, I will say.
I don't know. He wasn't doing. Yeah, I think there were some really great actors. I love the dance moment with the Barbies at the beginning. The song keeps on ringing in my head. The one from Dua Lipa.
I actually quite like the Lizzo one at the beginning.
Yeah.
Even though apparently we're not allowed to like her anymore.
Oh yeah. Oh. We'll talk about that one another week because Lizzo is going through.
We won't be talking about it until I hear. I feel like again we're doing the same thing with the Jonathan Majors. I am actually at capacity with cancellation. Well, so when you get the full story, when she's in court, then we'll hear it. I don't want to hear stories half-assed. Let me know when it gets to court. Oh, one update. Tory Lanez is going to prison for 10 years.
Yeah. Also, all the people that were writing all these defense letters to him, side-eye.
Sickos, all of you.
Marco.
Where's his mum and dad saying that God will... Where's God now?
Azealia Banks. All these people.
Azealia Banks wrote a letter?
Yeah, Stefan Don was putting in support as well. Anyway, it's just a
Women who
mess.
don't support women.
A mess.
Also, the fact of the matter is, he's going to jail because...
He shot a woman.
No, he's going to jail because he fired a firearm when he is a felon.
Oh, God.
That is a mass... Like... He's going to prison for 10 years based on like
that
4 or 5 charges.
Yeah.
It's not just because he shot Megan Thee Stallion. So writing letters in support of him about the shooting Megan is all well and good, but he's a felon who fired a firearm in a neighbourhood.
Yeah, they were just saying that he's like a good guy. And
he fired a firearm that he wasn't supposed to have because he is a felon.
Even Mario wrote a letter. Wild.
You guys don't understand the law. You just showed your asses.
Yeah.
He has committed a crime. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
You could be the nicest guy on the planet. Why are you shooting up a gun? If you're not supposed to have a gun.
Yeah.
Because you're a felon.
Yeah. It was a mess. But yeah, Barbie-wise, interesting film. I'll have to watch it again. So I will let you know if my feelings change.
I know someone who's watched it twice and they said that it got better the second time.
Yeah.
They are also a white woman. So.
Interesting. Okay. It's been a busy summer. And we gave you just a small snapshot of the pop culture moments and highlights this summer. And now we're back. Getting back to our reviews.
What will we be reviewing next week?
We're going to be reviewing The Bear.
We're going to be reviewing...
The Bear?
Season 2.
I'm really excited.
Bear Hive. Get together.
I'm so interested to like...
Have you seen it all yet?
I haven't, no.
No, neither have I. I haven't decided yet.
I've watched a couple of episodes. I'm just keen to go back. I think I'm going to want to listen to our previous review and see the things that we talked about that we predicted would happen. But I'm excited to just...
I'm going to rewatch season 1 in anticipation.
I don't think I have time for that, but you know.
I'm going to rewatch season 1 and then watch season 2 because I'm very excited. I've only heard good things.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. This was
my Bear fans.
Yeah, The Bear was one of the shows that... It was the show we put as number 1 of the best shows from last year. So I'm hoping series 2 lives up to that.
And I can't wait to see my baby.
Who? Oh, the guy.
The Bear!
Oh, yeah. White t-shirt, gold chain.
I saw a guy walking down the street the other day and I said, this is unmatched. This combo is unmatched.
I just hope he looks like he's washed more because he was really struggling. I mean, that's your type, so.
Wow.
We're gonna, like, just get moving.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up before Shoshana gets boxed.
Excuse me?
In her own home.
You... The joke of it is the fact that you think you can.
You're not even ready for that. For Laurie. This is me going at your face like this.
I was sleeping before, now I'm awake.
Yeah, you better wake up. I want to box you back to life.
I'm so done. But yeah, it's been a fun one.
We missed you guys.
Yeah, it's been,
Especially, that's right. I know you're sitting at home thinking, they're not talking about me. We're talking about you.
Nah, you.
Turn your headphones up.
Yeah.
Turn them all the way up. I want you to hear this. We missed you and we love you. Oh, and you look great today.
That's actually really creepy because how do you know how I look?
Look out the window. you smell good, I bet. Anyway.
Yeah. This has been Scripts and Giggles with Shoshana.
And Marnie.
See all the dancing you just did? Not one person benefits. Neither
the lads
apart
know.
from me.
The lads know.
Apart from me.
The lads know the vibes.
They do. They do.
Bye.
Bye.